What if the richest man on Earth, the person who created Tesla, SpaceX, and Neuralink, suddenly realized that everything he built could be destroyed by one single invention? Imagine this for a moment. A car that doesn't need gasoline, doesn't need charging points, and doesn't even have to be plugged in anywhere. A car that keeps generating its own power endlessly. Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? But this is exactly what a man named Maxwell Chikumbutso from Africa claims, to have created a self-powered electric vehicle that could turn the entire electric car industry upside down. Now here's the unsettling part. If Maxwell's claims are genuine, then Elon Musk, the global symbol of electric vehicles, could lose billions. And the big question everyone is asking is this: what does Musk really think about Maxwell's shocking breakthrough? Stay with me until the end, because by the time we're done, you'll understand the truth behind Musk's real thoughts, the quiet fears that nobody mentions, and what the future could look like in a battle that might change the world forever. Maxwell Chikumbutso isn't a common name in America or Europe, but in Africa, his story already sounds like a legend. He was born in Zimbabwe and calls himself a self-taught inventor, someone who didn't finish formal education, yet somehow managed to build working prototypes that amazed scientists, engineers, and even government officials. His most daring creation was something he called the green power machine, a generator that could supposedly produce continuous electricity without needing an external source. But that wasn't the end. Maxwell went further and claimed to have designed the world's first self-sustaining electric vehicle. Unlike a Tesla, a Rivian, or any electric car available on the market, his invention doesn't rely on lithium-ion batteries that run down and need hours of charging. Instead, it supposedly generates its own power while operating, completely removing the need for charging stations or power cables. To most people, this idea sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, or worse, a clever trick. That's why his claims have been met with both deep fascination and intense disbelief. Scientists are demanding proof, investors are asking for patents, and governments seem suspicious of how it all works. But despite the doubts, Maxwell has publicly demonstrated his vehicle, showing it moving without any plug-in power and with no visible fuel tank or energy source. Whether the science behind his technology is real or not is still a topic of heated debate. Yet one thing is clear: if it truly works, it wouldn't just disrupt Tesla, it would completely rewrite how the entire global energy market functions. Before we explore what Elon Musk might really think, we need to look at what's actually at risk. Elon Musk didn't just create a car company. He built a vast empire on a simple, powerful vision. The world must move away from fossil fuels and switch to clean electric energy. Tesla started in 2003 as a small company that many traditional automakers mocked. But Musk transformed it into the world's most valuable car manufacturer, worth over $600 billion at its highest point. He poured billions of dollars into battery innovation, building massive gigafactories across continents. Tesla's success relies on two main foundations. First, its electric vehicle lineup that runs on rechargeable batteries. And second, its clean energy business: solar panels, battery storage, and sustainable energy solutions. For years, Musk has been working to solve range anxiety, the fear that an electric car will run out of power before reaching a charger. He convinced people that Tesla's supercharger stations, spread across countries, could keep them on the road with ease. But think about what happens if Maxwell's invention actually works as he says. A car that powers itself would instantly make Tesla's global charging network irrelevant. All those billions spent on batteries, charging stations, and factory infrastructure would suddenly lose value. For Musk, this wouldn't just be another competitor, it would be an existential threat to everything he has built. Let us break down exactly why Maxwell's car could be such a massive problem for Tesla and Musk. The global electric vehicle market is worth trillions of dollars. Every major manufacturer, Ford, Toyota, Volkswagen, BM, is racing to switch from gasoline to electric. But all of them face the same limitation: the battery. Batteries must be charged. Charging requires electricity. And electricity comes from power grids that depend on external energy sources. If Maxwell's self-powered electric car truly skips that entire chain, then the entire market model collapses. Battery value drops dramatically, charging networks lose their purpose. Even Musk's vision of building a human colony on Mars using Tesla's technology could look outdated overnight. Here's the harsh truth. Disruption doesn't respect history. Kodak ignored digital photography and vanished. Blockbuster laughed at Netflix and disappeared. Nokia didn't take the iPhone seriously and paid the price. Could Tesla be next? Could it be overtaken not by another big automaker, but by a self-taught inventor from Zimbabwe? Musk understands disruption better than anyone. He built his entire career by challenging old systems. Which is why, if Maxwell's invention truly works, Musk cannot ignore him. So how would Musk actually react? Would he be scared? Would he deny it, or would he secretly admire the technology? To find out, we need to look at how Musk has reacted to new and competing technologies before. Elon Musk is famous for never hiding his opinions. He often says what he thinks, especially on his favorite platform, X, formerly Twitter. Let's look at his track record. When hydrogen fuel cells were being promoted as the future of clean cars, many companies poured money into developing them. Musk openly mocked the idea, calling them fool cells. He dismissed the whole hydrogen trend because he believed battery-powered cars were the better solution. Now imagine if he felt the same about Maxwell's technology. Wouldn't he have already ridiculed it in public? The fact that Musk has stayed quiet is interesting. It could mean he doesn't see it as a real threat or that he is quietly studying it behind the scenes. Remember, Musk has always been extremely aware of his rivals. When Chinese EV makers began to rise, he moved quickly to expand Tesla's operations in China. When startups like Rivian or Lucid appeared, he commented on their challenges and potential. He rarely ignores any possible competitor. So the silence about Maxwell might actually mean something. There are two possible explanations. Either Musk thinks Maxwell's invention is too small or unbelievable to be worth discussing, or he's watching carefully without revealing it. Because if Maxwell's car does what it claims, Musk knows it could shake Tesla's foundations overnight. And here's something else to think about. Musk has often said he doesn't care if someone else advances technology faster as long as humanity benefits. He has said multiple times that if another company helps speed up the global shift toward clean energy, he'd support it. So if Maxwell's idea really works, Musk might admire it even if it puts Tesla in danger. But admiration doesn't mean he'll just give up. Musk has always fought fiercely to stay ahead. Now, what would a self-powered EV mean for the entire planet? It would be revolutionary. Imagine a world with no gas stations, no charging networks, and no energy grids straining under the weight of millions of electric cars. It would mean freedom from fossil fuels, fewer wars fought over oil, and a chance for developing nations to jump straight into the future without expensive infrastructure. But such change wouldn't come peacefully. The resistance would be immense. Oil companies could lose trillions. Battery manufacturers might collapse. Governments that depend on fuel taxes could face financial crises. The transition would shake economies. And in the middle of this storm would be Elon Musk, facing one of the biggest decisions of his life. Would he try to discredit Maxwell's technology? Would he attempt to buy the rights and merge it into Tesla's empire? Or would he choose to collaborate, using Tesla's global network to launch self-powered cars for everyone? If Maxwell's invention truly works, Musk knows this isn't just another business challenge, it's a historical turning point. And Musk has always wanted to be remembered as the man who helped humanity move forward. So what does Elon Musk truly think about Maxwell's car? We may never know his private opinions, but based on his past behavior, we can make a reasonable guess. He likely feels a mix of doubt, curiosity, and even a touch of fear. Doubt, because extraordinary claims need extraordinary evidence. Curiosity, because if Maxwell is right, it could help achieve the future Musk has always dreamed of. And fear, because if Tesla doesn't evolve fast enough, it could lose its place as the leader of the electric revolution. But here's the most chilling thought of all. If this technology really exists, Musk probably already knows. He has research teams constantly scanning the globe for new energy breakthroughs. He's too intelligent, too well-connected not to have heard about it, which means that somewhere behind closed doors, plans might already be in motion. Musk could already be deciding how to react, whether to challenge, acquire, or collaborate. That brings us to the biggest question of all. Will Musk try to stop this technology or help bring it to life? Will he fight to protect his empire or partner with Maxwell to change history together? What do you think? Would Elon Musk see Maxwell as a rival, a threat, or perhaps as the missing piece in his vision for humanity's future? Share your opinion in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you've enjoyed exploring this story about the hidden battle for the future of electric vehicles, make sure to subscribe because we're just getting started. The truth about what comes next could be even more shocking than you think.